Banana Republic. Yeah, I know you think polos, you think chinos, but did you know they have some hidden gem fragrances that smell way more expensive than they are? Today we're reviewing 5 icon fragrances: Midnight Hour, Cypress Cedar, Tobacco and Tonka Bean, Grasslands, and Dark Cherry and Amber. I'll break down the notes, the vibes, the performance, and rank them from best to least show stealing. And hey, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit that bell notification, because your boy is sniffing science. You don't want to miss out. We're about to get into this review. Let's go. So jumping right into this, guys, we're going with Dark Cherry and Amber. With Dark Cherry and Amber, you're going to get notes of that sour cherry with a praline and an ambery base. This is another, it's a pretty good gem that they have created with this. There are some other similar, more expensive fragrances out there. Leave it in the comments that you want to know what they are. I can tell you all about them. But with this, you're going to get a longevity of about 6.5 hours. The projection's pretty strong initially, but the ciliage is more of a sweet, gourmand scent trail. So let's check the atomizer on this. Usually they have really good atomizers, and this one's no slouch. But we're gonna go ahead and put this on skin and really find out. Right off the bat, this one is delicious. You immediately get that sour cherry. It's tart and juicy. And then that praline comes in and adds like a dessert vibe. And then that amber comes in to warm it all up when that musk keeps it all really smooth. It's playful, it's flirty, it's totally unisex in my opinion. Although I do feel it leans a little bit more feminine, but it is still unisex. A man can wear this. It's confidence, guys. If you have the confidence, you can wear anything, which is why a lot of brands are naming their fragrances as unisex. They're marketing them as unisex because they're noticing that a lot more people are willing to go out and sniff them when they're called a unisex fragrance than a feminine fragrance. Because if it's listed as feminine, no man is ever going to go and smell it. So with this, people will notice you wearing it. Compliments, I'm not going to say they're practically guaranteed, but I'm sure somebody out there is going to smell it. Like I said, at the beginning of this, it has a little bit of a stronger projection for like that first hour, but it's still not my number one. Maybe the next one is going to hit us with some kind of wow factor. With that being said, we're going from flirty and sweet to fresh and green. Next up, at the number 4 spot, we're going to go with the sandalwood and moss. This right here screams clean. So let's go ahead and we're going to check out the atomizer on this one as well. Again, pretty decent distribution on the atomizers. So let's go ahead and get it on skin. Grassland. This right here has that mint, the apple, the bergamot. You notice that pomelo, Grasslands with those onic Grasslands in the middle. It's fresh and it's crisp. That's the ambergris at the base, which gives it that the bergamot kind of a salty, aquatic, a sparkling citrus lift, and that petitgrain adds some aromatic depth, and then those ozonic notes and the ambergris gives you that kind of a salty, but not aquatic. I think that might be the wrong word for it, but it's like it's that clean scent. And then that moss kind of gives you that earthiness to it and a little bit of a smokier aspect behind it, but it still remains very fresh and clean throughout. Grasslands. Mint, apple, bergamot, pomelo with ozonic notes and that geranium and petitgrain in the middle with the ambergris and the sandalwood and patchouli with a little bit of vanilla in the base. Let's check out this atomizer on here. I mean, it's a decent distribution. They're pretty good atomizers on these bottles. Get it on skin. Oh my gosh. Immediately, you can tell Grasslands is all about fresh, crisp vibe. The bergamot gives you kind of like a sparkling citrus lift. The petitgrain will add that aromatic depth. And then that the vetiver, it's going to bring that earthiness, and the musk keeps it wearable and smooth. It's light, it's clean, but honestly, it doesn't steal the show. Great for summer, spring, casual days, or if you just went or just want something green forward without making a statement or being loud. Because with this one, you're getting about 6 hours max longevity, I find, off of my skin, with moderate projection, light ciliage. It's a light ciliage behind you, or shall I say a light green trail. But moving on, so from fresh and green to warm and cozy. Moving on, we're hitting tobacco and tonka bean. So with tobacco and tonka bean, you're gonna get that Mirabelle plum pear, tobacco leaf, a hint of coconut with that tonka bean and vanilla dry down. But that vanilla, I believe, it lasts throughout the entire fragrance. You're getting hints of it at the top, and it really starts to develop in the bottom and into the base. Longevity, you're getting about 7 to 7.5 hours, which is pretty good for the price you're paying for this fragrance. Projection is going to be moderate. Ciliage is cozy, sweet. So think about close to you. It's going to project still. So think about close to you. Your scent bubble is going to be rather intimate, half an arm's length. So let's take a spray test on this thing. Oh yeah. Oh man, the vanilla and the tobacco immediately. This thing is like a warm, cozy hug in a bottle. The tobacco gives you like a richness, slight smokiness. Tonka bean and vanilla, it comes off so creamy and cozy and approachable. This is a very approachable fragrance, which again, it comes off that way, and then it has like a sweetness at the back of it of the coconut and the plum. This is perfect for like a fall or a winter night. Let's call this the Netflix and chill type fragrance, or you can even do it and dress it any way you want to as a casual hangout scent. People will notice you. They're going to notice that fragrance on you, but not in an overpowering way. Think cozy, approachable, and totally dependable. That is exactly what you're getting. So with that being said, we need to move on from cozy and sweet to an everyday, reliable freshness fragrance. Going to Cypress Cedar. Cypress Cedar is going to start off with that bitter orange and pink pepper with a little bit of mint. You're really going to get that cedar and the rhubarb with that black pepper in the middle. And what I get out of the base is mainly that cypress and vetiver. That vetiver comes off earthy, kind of think pencil shavings with oranges because of that bitter orange at the top, but in a very good way. If you're a fan of like a Terre d'Hermes, this right here is going to scratch that itch for you, but we'll cover that in another video. Performance on this is relatively decent. You're going to get about 5 to 6 hours on this fragrance. So with that being said, you're also going to have a moderate projection with light to moderate ciliage of a scent trail, shall I say. They're going to notice you, but it's not going to be obnoxious. This is your all day, anywhere, anytime scent. The cypress and the cedar bring out like a clean, woody freshness. Black pepper adds that subtle spice, and the vetiver and moss have that depth and earthy dry down. It just gives you the legs and the boost behind it. Imagine walking into the office like you just stepped out of the woods in time to go grab a latte, right? It's super versatile, it's office safe, it's reliable. Definitely my number 2, because sometimes consistency, it deserves a crown, but it's not that projection or statement making monster. So now, with a drum roll, the one you've been waiting for, the one you stuck around for, Banana Republic's Midnight Hour. Banana Republic's Midnight Hour. I'm going to tell you right off the bat, you're getting that sweet mango in the beginning with that ginger, the pink pepper, the star anise, and oh my gosh, you get the geranium, a little bit of that geranium. You get the leather, which gives it more of a smokier. It's not a off-putting leather or a really rich leather like a lot of other fragrances that might turn you off to them. This is not that type of scent. You have agar wood, which is oud. It is not like stinky oud or fecally oud. This oud is more of a smoky. And then of course that musk to kind of smooth it all out with the patchouli. Longevity on this, I get about 7.5. At that, it's a skin scent, but still decent to me. I get whiffs of it here and there. Projection is going to be moderate. Ciliage is intimate but noticeable. So we're going to get some test sprays in on this. Number one. Oh my God, that atomizer check. I don't even want to put it on skin because it's going to make me want to wear this all day, which I'm pretty sure I'm about to make this my scent of the day. This is, for the price you pay for this, I can't imagine not picking this up. Guys, go to your local rack store, check and see if they have these ones in stock. Highly recommend, especially this one. This is sexy, show-stopping, dates, memorable impressions. I mean, I call this one like boardroom in a bottle, right? Because it can be dressed up to go to that meeting and make a statement that you mean business because it has that bold manliness to it. But you can also wear this to an event. You can wear this to an office. Not that bad of, overbearingly choking somebody out because it's not an offensive type of scent, but it's more on the woodier side. It has that smokier, woodier vibe at the end of it. But in the beginning, you're getting that juicy mango and that pepper, which spices it up. Fantastic. Along with the ginger. Don't sleep on ginger in fragrances. It happens to be one of my favorite notes. And remember, this is strong enough to get you noticed, but elegant enough to feel classy. And honestly, this one earns that top spot hands down. There's no doubt about it. If I had to pick one out of the bunch, it would be Midnight Hour every single time. So here's my final ranking of the Banana Republic fragrance line from worst to best. Starting out at number 5, obviously we went over it. I do still like it, just don't find myself reaching for it that often. I think it leans a little bit too feminine for me. I did actually gift this to my wife. She does wear it. There are other alternatives to this that are way more expensive that smell just like this. So if you want to see content about that, please let me know. But dark cherry and amber is at the number 5 spot. It's still a compliment getter and still a sweet pick. On to number 4 is going to be Grasslands. Obviously, we already went over that portion. But with that being said, the reason why is because I just don't find myself reaching for it. It does give you that clean vibe. This one, the DNA has been done a million times. There's other alternatives that are way more expensive than this. So if you like this scent profile, highly recommend the pickup. Once again, you can't go wrong with this line. They're easy to find. They're affordable. Go get your hands on them. And then moving on to obviously my number 3 fragrance, is going to be Tobacco and Tonka Bean. Fantastic fragrance. The weather's about to start cooling down. Definitely going to be pulling this out. That tobacco and that warm, cozy vanilla, fantastic. You get that vanilla all the way from the top to the bottom. It's creamy, it's sweet. It makes you feel cozy. It makes you feel comfortable. That's what this fragrance does for me. And moving on to my number 2 fragrance is going to be Cypress Cedar. Cypress Cedar is fantastic. I do want to reach out and get me the one that is even better than this in my opinion, but it's more expensive. It's from a different line. But this holds me over and it scratches that itch for me all day long. Fantastic. It's versatile. I call it the versatility king. You can do anything, go anywhere. This fragrance will get that job done for you. But it still wouldn't be my number 1 pick because we all know the number 1 pick, and for good reason, is Midnight Hour. This is date night seduction. This is boardroom. This is class, elegance, performance. It does everything you want it to do. It is sophisticated. This is exactly what you need if you want to feel like class. It projects class. It projects your status. It makes you feel important. That's what this fragrance does. And when you project that feeling, good things do come back to you. because what you put out into the world will always come back tenfold. So always put out what you expect to get back or hope to get back. And these are the hidden gems that smell way more expensive than they really are. They cover almost every mood, every occasion. And let me know if you've smelt any of these, which is your favorite. Drop it in the comments below. And remember, that's just my 2 cents, because this is Bub's 2 cents. Appreciate it.